prodding them while they were trying to work.
You're going to hire all the refugees.
I shall arrest you all for gross negligence.
This rumor mill's going mad. Thieves, murderers, monsters, all hell's breaking loose.
This whole situation.
Depending on the rules.
Guild robbers are usually decent enough folk. They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
Yeah, well, this time they weren't feeling polite. They really put the boot in me.
And for what? You didn't even fight back.
Bye-bye.
Orders are orders. We've got ours, you've got yours.
I knew you'd be back. You're definitely the type to enjoy a nasty bit of news, aren't you? You've got that glint in your eye. So, you'll be wanting a copy of today's edition of the Baldur's Gazette, then. Have I ever told you you're my favorite customer? You are. It's the truth.
I never talked to him in my life.
Fascinating. If you won't help us, at least let the children in. We've had nothing but scraps for days.
Temple worship suspended until further notice. The faithful endure.
The crying one weeps today. Our father Lorgan is dead. Murdered. I don't want to talk. My heart is in mourning.
We interpret scripture and teachings, but we know nothing.
I don't teach you how to pray, so don't teach me. Investigate.
What the hell is that, bro?
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Wait, don't go.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater. I wouldn't go that far, but the investigator is being particularly challenging right now. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our high priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target. I am worried about this temple. Ilmater wills that we try and help people. With Gortash in power, well, I expect the Flaming Fists will ban refugee aid now one of them's blamed for murder. If we don't help them, who will? But the kind Lord Gortash... Don't make me laugh. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've a temple to run, and a high priest to replace. Yes? Can I help you? Thank you. ill-mated smiles upon us this day.
Me.
But feel free to look around the
Stick
temple.
to the church and the as me. I will help.
The killing happened in the kitchen cellar. Could be a good place to start. Valeria never found the murder weapon. That would be definitive proof that they missed something. Logan's in the room behind us with Sister Rose. Brilgo's buried out back, through the kitchen and the dormitories.
Infirmary. Justice endures, even in suffering.
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day.
Calm down.
What do you want to know? Slowly. Logan was a good man, if naive. He deserved better. One of the refugees killed him. Cruelly, too. They cut off his hand, sawed right through the bone. I found a paralytic poison on one of his wounds. Logan was alive while they took the hand. He just couldn't scream. It's sick. We give them everything, and all we get is nothing but a good man to bury.
If I take it, she will be mad.
I've said all I have to say already. Now I just want to pack up my kitchen and leave. Soup kitchen's no good if we've no one to feed soup to. Besides, Father Logan's gone. Murdered. And now they're blaming a refugee for it. He was attacked in the cellar. He had a private altar down there. Used to like the solitude. The man ate like a horse. A soup-hungry horse. Usually took enough to feed a small clergy down there.
No.
trap. Be cautious.
Oh, it's a trap. It's a trap here.
Couple turns should do it.
Here lies Flintster Sunseeker, born 1400 DR, died 1456 DR. Here lies Raloric Windbane, born 1399
Here
DR,
lies
Sister Shira
died
Clawin,
1486
date of birth
DR.
unknown, died 1491 DR.
Thank you. Gale. Oh. Can't see, but I can't go.
There's no time to waste. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Yes?
All right, what now? With haste.
This is gonna feel good. Aye, aye.
pawn to
Where is
cleric.
Shadowheart? Bruh.
My faith will guide me. Still on my feet.
What?
A tale for the ages.
Copper for your thoughts.
Someone was arranging these corpses.
What? Nothing over there.
This blade's wicked look matches its deeds. Poor Father Logan. Colourful torso, torn and butchered. Hello, Dribbles.
Why did this girl have this clown torso?
Looks like these people were trying to hide in the tunnels here.
Rather unsuccessfully, it has to be said.
Looks empty.
Okay, let's not Someone come and help.
You've got yours. I see. Just step back.
There must be something.
How goes the search? That's it! Proof that Valeria missed something. They'll have to listen to you now. If you can convince them of Brilgor's innocence, then perhaps Ilmater could shed one less tear this day.
Okay, now what?
They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
If you won't help us, at least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days.
You see the city? Up on the hill.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
I'm walking right now.
What do I do?
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction. It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened. A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
Look, you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
You have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
Construction, the possibilities are endless.
Sorry.
What do you get out
Red
of
caps working in your circus. What's the plan?
Refugees traveling alone.
Murderers, monsters, or hell's breaking loose. Don't be such a baby. The sex is right there.
Strength to fix another 10 day on the road.
I'm fine. You're the one who took a beating.
Let us talk to him.
Great
Please, if he could just...
We have the Duke.
Yes, that's the watch.
Halt!
Still watch.
By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's Decree on Extraordinary Wartime Measures. I am confiscating that.
Why?
The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name? I'm doing the questioning here. Last time. Name?
Well met, citizen Fluffington.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen.
That.
Here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate in the name of Lord Enver Gortash.
State your business. Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known.
Whoa. My engine, it's almost... I don't know... buzzing. Like it's paying attention.
Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors left bloodied. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Your peaceful surrender has been noted. You will be transferred to Worms Rock Prison, where you will await further sentencing.
Okay.
What are you doing? We cannot defeat the brain without that stone.
They took it. They took my stone. What am I supposed to do? Stone, I can't lose it. I can't lose my stone.
help us, at least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days.
Safe in the gate. I heard the stories.
Well, all you want. We've got enough mouths to feed. We don't need your kind.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Or do you have the means to support yourself? Right. Your name? I'm doing last time. Oh, take it up with the Duke if you don't like it. Now, your name?
Well met, citizen.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct you've...
I am a steel...
State your business. Eyes open, body still. The Watcher will communicate with our new intelligence directorate. They'll determine if you're a threat to the city. Upstanding citizens have no reason to fear. And you are an upstanding citizen, aren't you?
Behind the Watchers... Your parties. It has seen that the Watchers...
You are marked...
Need to enter like I don't know how. I don't know how.
If you won't help us, at least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days. You throw a fit when there's no hot water. You won't last a day out there.
It's run or sit on my ass praying. And the gods don't give a damn about us.
Please, in the name of the crying one, have mercy.
That'll make a great headline. Ah! Are you trying to get into the city? Got a minute to tell me about your experience at the gate today? There was a skirmish a few days back. A band of absolutists came close to entering the city. People started panicking, so the gate got closed. My editor at the Baldurs Gazette sent me down to get a first-hand account of the chaos. He wants some fluff piece about the heroic Steel Watch keeping the mob at bay, whether or not that's the truth or not. That the refugees here are desperate, hungry, scared people. They're no mob. They just want to be safe. I've heard the rumours. Absolutists marching from Moonrise Towers. Whole towns felled by strange curses. It's no wonder they ran. Of course, I can't write any of that. My editor only releases stories his friend Lord Gortash approves of, and he's very selective. Doesn't it just... Of course, we're off the record and this conversation never happened. Now, if you don't mind, I've got some edits to make.
Very good looking.
Never a dull moment.
We're in board.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Here we're when you met the drow.
To Sharis. A weary traveller, battered and bruised. You come for sustenance, no decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you?
What?
Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Nisha, our lovely nymph. But she's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn. Sweeting, I'm no fortune teller. If I had a crystal ball, I promise I'd already have consulted it. Truth is, Fionn's gone well missing. And my hands may be skillful, but they were not made to turn every last stone she might be hiding behind. To service is my calling, not to be served. But I'd be a fool to say no. The girl kept my coffers near overflowing. 2 flights up, then turn right, and right again. That's Fionn's pleasure room, Elminster's library. Here, take the key.
Elminster's library? People will get their thrills in the strangest of places.
I'm listening. They're through the curtain to the right. You'll need coin and stamina in abundance to enjoy their services, but the gold will be as well spent as you are.
I put it on especially for you.
Good. I was just starting. Very serious of you. I suppose you've earned it.
Thank you.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon? Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. Don't know about that, chum. Hoots Hooch packs a stronger wallop than all 10 of my knuckles. Could beef you up, sharpen your tongue, or knock you out cold. No telling till the first drop hits your gullet. Damn! The gal knows what she wants. First one's on the house. So, don't come bawling to me if your big toes fall off or your tongue coils in a knot. Sharess Caress, the mamsel's brainchild. Wet your tongue, soak your skin, scratch your itch. Get the attention you want and avoid the attention you don't. Have a look.
Would you like
All set, are you?
I put it on especially for you.
I want to give it a good rumple.
Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler. The highest kicks in Baldur's Gate guaranteed.
Ugh, I hate loot boys. I don't
Wait.
understand why they're so
Bro, that was...
You can stare as much as you like.
My. I can tell you are a special one from a single glance. You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfaces craved the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work. Life is prosperous. I'm much happier kissing the many lips of the surface than tending a field or manning a shop.
I'd have to restrain myself far more than any play bindings do if I worked in another field. This is a place where I can be myself boundlessly. There are so many who come to me speaking of a fixation that no one else has ever been able to share with them, and never will again. A once-in-a-lifetime moment of passion. Every day. What could be better? Don't you want to try it? Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come
Oh my
to
god,
an
yes. With the girl.
agreement. We want both of you, silly, at the same time.
Okay. Look at
Well,
the look.
it's a fascinating prospect. I'd like you all to myself. At least the first time. I'm glad. Provided we survive, there's plenty of nights yet to come.
You heard the lady. Oh my god.
Scant few customers today. This might end up being the first day in years I end with my hand alone for company.
You keep scaring our regulars off, Swan.
That blacksmith was paying.
Give it a good rumple.
Welcome to Sharess's Caress, where our libations and sensual indulgences restore even the weariest souls.
What is she doing or he?
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria!
And I just sit
Hang on
down.
a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found? While that is startling, it still doesn't disprove my theory that Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, does it? That's what you need if you want to change my mind. Hard evidence. A reason, too, if you're at it. Why was Lorgan killed? That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed? Could doesn't quite cut it here, I'm afraid. I need a solid, provable motive. Come back when you've got some real evidence.
Nymph's Grotto.
beautiful.
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Kalim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm. Soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
I am so sorry.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait. I know you. Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this woman?
Your head screams in agony. Change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
On my word. No surrender. Come on, Karlak. Show him who you are.
Can't give up. Got to move.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. How could I help it? I don't regret its death, but I marvel that such a work of art could ever live.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens, and your heart skips a beat.
As am I. My thanks are as bountiful as your courage. Take these. May you have some comfort in bitter times. Be well. Be beautiful.
Thank you. Everyone. Faith. Thank you.
Moan loudly in the library at all times.
Screen.
What does it feel?
Hombre.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away. Which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes.
Yeah.
I can give you the means to break him free. I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. If I'd realized you were so gullible, I'd have tricked you into selling your soul for a pocketful of beans when we first met. To the Emperor, you are nothing more than a beast of burden, one that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler, The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Good and truth rarely go hand in hand, but in this case, they are happy bedfellows, and we can be too. I swear to you, I have the solution to your problem. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain.
Handing that crown to this devil will be like feeding gunpowder to a lava worm. Agree to nothing.
Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
I don't
A
know.
simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world. I won't stop you. But time is running out. So, don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
We must claim the crown of Carsus for ourselves, before anyone else does.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Of course. I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him? Tell me, you turned him down. Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt
William
this will be
Afton?
the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delight. Let them see you taking charge.
Told me the armor was a ball.
I with friends and my lover.
Such a prude.
What does it feel like?
In a word, sir. Exquisite. Almost painfully so. My body burned like the noonday sun.
And the... Lovely painting! Well, the person with you, they enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it? 20 is a luxury. Sir, I had no less than 2 maidens and a brains.
I love honey. I love honey so much.
Whoa. Slow down, sweetie. And if a patron confuses me for a member of...
Probably break his nose. Good boy.
With a flick of the wrist.
Great! We can bunk with 10 other people and pray none of them have sticky fingers. We'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of niggas.
That's cute.
Good idea.
Maybe the...
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else.
Game.
Greetings,
Mini
so
alien.
forth, so on. Fionn, one of Mamselle's girls, who laughs like a star's twinkle. Not seen her for a 10-day. 10 days and 4 bells to be precise. Not that I'm counting. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you. Missing? I hadn't thought her missing, just not here. Or elsewhere. Oh. I suppose that's like missing, but with extra words. You don't suppose the murderer who's on the loose got hold of her? Oh, goodness, no. It's too horrible to imagine.
Sorry. Sorry.
We do so.
Shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting.
I can.
These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Logan's name is written here too.
notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
I know that thing. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels. Let's go.
Listen, folks, from what I...
And if a patron confuses me for a member, such a prude. Hey!
Apologies, but the stern librarian is away. Upon her return, she
Damn,
expects
Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Oi! You must have slipped by me earlier. Raphael's very disappointed you turned him down. Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends.
Sorry?
Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. He's gutted, you know. Had such high hopes for you. You won't come out of this alive without him. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly. Mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. He's a devil. It's his nature. He needs to get his due. I won't pretend he's an altruist, but he's looked at the balance sheet. No world, no souls. And it's hard to get leverage on an Illithid. They make terrible clients. I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
I want to give it a good rumple.
Game. Play.
Now, one chicken wing.
Your pleasure is mine, sweeting. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it. Hmm?
Antes here.
I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again? You're telling me more than one person has been killed? In Baldur's Gate? You must have something better than that. I need hard evidence and a motive. Why would someone else kill Lorgan? How can we be sure it wasn't Brilgor?
A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower
we need
city.
to go for Shadowheart.
Well? What are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Come on, come on.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art?
He has no money now, pobrecito.
Do come again.
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be?
Has not.
Come back soon. Fresh catch every day, guaranteed.
What does it feel like?
We're shopping for a suit.
In a word, sir.
Dinner with my parents.
Fruit? Vegetables? What can I do you for? If you're hungry, you know where to find me.
You told me the armor was a bald.
Up there. Dancelon's dancing axe. The Harper safe house Jahira mentioned.
Calms Garms.
To meet my mother and father.
Ahoy, stranger. Thanks for stopping by Calm's Garms. I'm Calm. Well, Carmen. What can I do you for? Sounds good. Get you something a bit fresher than your current outfit. Remember, Calm's Garms, here for all your fashion needs.
Really needy.
How about now? Want to talk now?
The Karen wall might look good.
Yes, but they were Gortash's idea, which makes him the inventor. How about we settle on...
I wouldn't mind a dancing axe of my own.
A hero is nothing without the right equipment. See Danthelon's dancing axe for all your adventuring needs.
I like.
Welcome to
Very well, then.
Danthelon's dance.
Once the city is saved,
Our
Karlach's
stock
kinetic
isn't
cleaver
you.
will be
Don't draw any trouble on old Enthal.
Show me.
He acts like he's up for it, but he's retired for a reason.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble establishment. How may I be of service? Harper's. I'm afraid I serve a grubbier class of clientele than that. More chancers than champions, if you take my meaning. Present company excluded, I'm sure. No, I don't know any, Jahira, was it? I knew it. I knew she wasn't dead. Fine, yes. You have the right place. But where's the leaf flicker herself? She wouldn't have revealed this place otherwise, which makes you one of the rare breed she does trust. Here's the key. The others are below, and bearing bad news by the looks of it. Thank you. Right, Sommy. You're on the door till our friends. God's forbid we do